Before is what I wore into work this evening. My DG2 FLEXstretch Denim 5-pocket jeggings. It's so funny. I wore these into work this evening and I had on my Anthony tunic. And when I got to work, it was like, okay, well, that's exactly what we're gonna be talking about today. These are the kind of things we wear all the time. And if you don't have, or maybe you're looking for a new color, or maybe you wanna try the FLEXstretch Denim jeggings from Diane Gilman, why not do it when they're on clearance? $20 off, and you have your choice of chambray, here's indigo, and there's black. Very simple. Okay, a lot of times, and later on in the show, later on, I think it's coming up next hour, you're gonna see some other different styles of Diane Gilman jeans and a lot of color choices. This is easy and this is simple, and she kept it really simple because when it comes to the FLEXstretch and when it comes to the jeggings, these are the colors we wear 99% of the time. The chambray, the indigo, or the black. And let's talk about FLEXstretch and what that means, because it's not like your basic denim. FLEXstretch is made to move, and it does. It's this revolutionary fabrication that allows you a lot of stretch in a way that denim never did before. And I'm not saying you're gonna do split leaps and fan kicks and the whole, and illusions and everything else, but you could, if you could. And you can see the, the freedom of movement that you have in that FLEXstretch. The fabric features a sateen weave which creates a smooth, uniform surface. The unique weave allows more space for the fibers to move and stretch, which means they're not gonna be stiff, they're not tight, inside. Woven with spandex, allowing for increased stretch and recovery so they don't get baggy and saggy. And then the garment is treated with silicone wash that creates the soft, luxurious feel along your hands. So when you touch these, I'm telling you, they don't feel like any other, they don't feel like they look. They look like a regular jean. But when you stretch them, first off, you can feel that recovery. Remember what I was talking about with spandex, how not only does it help an item to hold its shape, it bounces back. So these are never gonna get baggy and saggy in the knees, in the behind area, in the waist. They're always going to bounce back into place. One of the other things I love about this is that they will fit. So if you put on a few pounds, take off a few pounds, I think that's one of the reasons why everybody here wears DG2 jeans, because they just keep fitting and you don't have to go up a size or down a size. Your jeans are still gonna fit. In that regard. You've got that stretch from waistband all the way down to the ankles, right? And even the calves. If when you wear pants, maybe, you hold your weight in different areas. It's okay. These are still gonna stretch. I'm stretching the calf and it stretches out. So this is that FLEXstretch. Again, DG2, the originals were great, but Diane said, okay, I could literally just not create another style of jean. I could just keep doing the same thing over and over, but she doesn't. She's always looking for newer, innovative materials that allow us to live comfortably in the garment that is what we want to live in, and that's jeans. Americans do jeans better than anybody else in the world. This is what we do. This is what it was. Jeans were invented in the United States, and this is our uniform. I don't even know, except my mom, she does not own a pair of jeans, but she's the only person I know in the world who doesn't own a pair of jeans. But you know why? She said, and when she was growing up, she said, one, the jeans didn't fit right. These do. She said, jeans are stiff and they're hard and they're heavy, and they used to be. They really did. But over the years, they've gotten softer, they've gotten lighter, they've gotten more comfortable, and now you can't go to an airport, you can't go to a mall, you can't go to a grocery store, you can't go to a high school without seeing jeans everywhere, all different kinds. But when you find a size, when you find a look that fits your body, fits your curves, moves with you, allows you to sit for long periods of time, travel, drive, sit on an airplane, and stretch the way these stretch, I mean, you can't say no. So, chambray, indigo, or solid black are your choices, and we have them in extra small to 3X, in petite, average, and tall inseams. And these are jeggings, so they are made to hit right at the